Hi, this is Amy Plum, and I am here to introduce my new book, After the End, which comes out on May 6, 2014. Close your eyes. You have grown up in the Alaskan wilderness post-World War III. The earth has been destroyed, and the only other survivors besides you and about 40 people in your clan are these super violent brigands who go around robbing and killing. You and your clan have hidden in your little territory where nobody has left for the last 30 years. One day you go out to hunt caribou and come back to discover that your whole clan has disappeared. There are signs of a struggle. All of the huskies have been shot dead. And you leave your territory for the very first time to look for them. Little by little, as you go further and further from this territory that you've never ventured outside of, you start seeing signs of civilization, more and more signs of life, until finally you arrive at a big city, Anchorage, and discover that there was no World War III, that your whole life has been a lie, that society has gone on without you and your clan, and you have been launched into this modern world with no idea of where you're going or how things work. And you have to find your clan and rescue them. So I have some questions that people have asked me, and I thought that I would answer those for you. The first question that everyone asks is it dystopian? No, it's not dystopian. It seems dystopian for the first few chapters, but after that, it is set in today's world. Is it paranormal? Not really. There is some magic, but it doesn't follow the normal paranormal rules. Is it romance? Sure, if two people who hate each other's guts counts as romance. Is it action adventure? Absolutely. It's absolutely action adventure. It is nonstop. There are crossbows. Is it road trip? It is road trip. Juno, the main character, leaves Alaska, goes to Seattle, and then it's a nonstop road trip until the end of the book, with lots of people chasing them. And I say them. I go to the next question. Who's the girl? The girl is Juno. She's 17 years old. She was supposed to be the next clan sage. And she can survive anywhere. She's pretty kick-ass. Has had to be. She's been living off the grid. They grew up with no electricity, having to grow their own food, to kill their own food, to do everything themselves. So she is pretty much self-sufficient. In fact, Miles, the boy in the story, later on says, you could drop Juno on the face of the moon and she'd be able to survive. So that is the main character. Who's the guy? Miles Blackwell is the guy. And he is the son of one of the people who is chasing Juno. I think you know this guy. You knew him in high school at least. He just turned 18. He got kicked out of school. He's one of the rich kids who seems to have everything, but is always getting in trouble. And you always thought, he's got everything. Why is he messing his life up? And then afterwards you find out that there's been a lot going on behind the scenes and that he has a reason to be the way he is. So basically, this rich kid from LA is put together, tied together in a way, with this survivalist girl from the wilderness who has been thinking that nobody else exists in the world besides her and her clan. And they have to do the impossible. Find a group of 40 people who have been kidnapped. That is, those are the first questions. Somebody asked how I came up with the ideas for Juno, for After the End. As you might know, if you read my last series, the Die For Me series, I like mixing things. So the Die For Me series was basically me mixing gods and zombies to make my own supernatural creature called a revenant. Well, this time I mixed two kind of philosophies. One of them is the Gaia movement, which says that Earth is a superorganism. Everything is connected. Everything is a part of a whole. I mixed that with the Jungian theory of the collective unconscious, which basically says everyone is connected. So if you get everything connected on one hand, every one connected on the other hand, you have this huge connectivity, which I decided to mix together and then join with this mystical force called the Yara. And the Yara is the force that flows through all things. So since everything is connected, not only people, but people, animals, inanimate objects, and has this collective unconscious, this collective memory of both the past and the future. People that are able to connect to the Yara can actually read the thoughts of the other things that they're connected to. So Juno and her clan are able to read nature in order to know what's going to happen in the future, if brigands are about to come attack. And this is going to come in handy for Juno as she strikes out into a new world. So that's the idea behind my book, After the End. It's a part of a 2-book series. I'm working on the second book right now. And I really hope you enjoy it. I hope it surprises you and makes you think and stirs up your imagination.